So I'm officially boarding the Hive train today, and I'm going to show you what a potential Trade.io MCP server could do. I've approached this slightly differently to the other things we're seeing right now. I'm focused on a very small set of tools, which essentially expose the entirety of the Trade connector library using our connectivity API and our embedded capabilities to actually collect and store authentication. So let's jump in and talk. We're working with Slack. Can I send Slack messages to? The way it's going to work now is it can take a couple of approaches. You can first query our connector library to see if there is a Slack authentication, which is what it's done here. And it's now going to look for available authentications for Slack. I've already set one up so we can show this, but I'll show the auth collection process. And it's now going to ask me to list the conversations, and it's going to be able to tell me which conversations the bot has access to. As you can see, I'm in the MCP channel here. So it's asked me if I want to send a message. Yeah, tell the joke in MCP. And it's now going to go off and perform the operation. I'll let it go, do just that. And there we go. It really does that programmer joke. That seems to be its default. Great sense of humor there over at Claude. So that's been delivered. Brilliant. Okay, great. We've seen this before, sending Slack messages. Now I want to kind of show the power of the ability to expose multiple kind of tools through this kind of interface and ask what's in my calendar today. And of course, now it has access to the entirety of the Tray connector library. So essentially, it's got a kind of couple of options. And it's going to look for Google Calendar as a connector. It's not found. And just see here, it's gone through various iterations of looking for a potential Google Calendar connector within the Tray connector library. As you can see, it's found one here using different iterations of the name. And it's going to then create this authentication URL for me to actually create authentication that allows it to read events from my calendar. It's going to provide me with an authentication URL. This is all powered using Tray Embedded. As you can see here, I can open up this link. It's going to take me through to this kind of auth process here. And I can create it. I'm going to give it access to my demo account there. Let's get that connected. Okay, that's all done. It's just finishing off that message. Auth complete. And now it's going to be able to go and actually list the events that are in my calendar. It's checked first that the authentication exists. It's been able to find that. And now it's using the operation based on the kind of schema that we provide. So it knows what it needs to provide. I'm going to let it list the events. It's got obviously gone for what's on today based on the kind of time. And it's going to list out what I'm doing today. And here we go. Yeah, it's got my full agenda today. And yeah, and it knows exactly what I'm up to. So yeah, this is, for me, the real kind of power of exposing a distinct set of tools that give the LLM more capabilities of actually interpreting what is actually available to it using the operations we've exposed. Again, this is all using ultimately the Tray connectivity API, which exposes our connectors with a standardized schema. This actually allows the LLM to correct and address any issues it might make when it's using particular operations based on the response it gets back from the Tray connector. It's also, again, as I mentioned, using our kind of embedded capabilities. As you can see, this is the user I created. So I can essentially create and manage users that would have access to this and then expose it throughout an organization. And you can completely control the level of access, the tools and the connectors that users can actually use. So yeah, this is our current thinking. Yeah, let me know what you think.